This copyrighted broadcast of the National Athletic Association of Schools, Colleges, and Universities may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of Nudge Plus.
Welcome to the New Era Recreational Center for this third game of our 5-game slate for this Monday. My name is 𝐍ᴜᴅᴜ, alongside my partner, Coach Noy Africa, bringing you NAASCU Season 22. And good morning pa rin sa'yo, Coach.
Now we're going to have the matchup between City University of Pasay going up against ENDERUN College. Players to watch out for ENDERUN, you've got Garcia, who finished as the best player of their game, their opening day win, 24 points, and Solodin finishing with 20. Well, for the side of City University of Pasay, Green Eagles, player to watch out for, Movilla, finishing with 18 points, and Quebec with 17.
And we have a special pregame report from our courtside reporter, Maris Victorio. Maris, what do you have?
Both teams are battling with their winning spirits in them today. CUP against ENDERUN. Now, both have different approach in basketball. CUP relies on their team's solid team chemistry. They will be showing us their excellency in teamwork and team defense. Now, ENDERUN relies on trust as their foundation. Trust your teammates and trust your coaches. They are prepared knowing that their opponent might give the same intensity as them. Game is about ready. Let me turn you over to our venue announcer.
And we are just about ready to start in a bit. So this is the match at hand. The Green Eagles going up against the Titans. Will the Green Eagles soar high, or will the Titans win this clash? This is NAASCU Season 22 here at the New Era Recreation Center. Pangatlong game na natin to today, Coach. So far, we've had good games in our first two games, no? We've seen a lot of good performances. And checking out the lineups of these two teams, kitang-kita na mas matangkad itong ENDERUN Titans.
And of course, in our first game, yung PCU nga, you had Solomon Itam, who dominated that game from the inside. In the second game, it was the turn of Mamadou Torre, finishing with double digits. But the best player of that game was
Ace. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Now let's see if
As we take a look at the starters para dito sa City University of Pasay, they are helmed by head coach Benedict Martin. Samantalang itong ENDERUN Titans, and interesting way of taking the court. No? They all give their head coach, Pipo Noondu, a hug before going to the center court.
usually see like handshakes, fist bumps, chest bumps even.
And so here we are about to start. It will be Salaudin going up against Loterte on the tip.
It's the Green Eagles versus the Titans for the Season 22 of your NAASCU.
And The Green Eagles get the first crack at the basket. De Leon over to Duterte. And immediately, you know that that's going to be part of their strategy to try and draw Salaudin out from the paint.
Just too much space right there. An open shot knocked down by Duterte.
And an offensive foul assessed on DJ Howe.
One of the Titans.
Of course, we would like to thank everyone who's watching us on Blast TV. This is a production of Nudge Plus. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 3 is up, no good. But rebound going to Quebec. Duterte once again from the outside. No good. Rebound goes to Salaudin.
That shot will be important for CUP if Duterte becomes consistent from the mid-range. That's going to force out the defense of Salaudin.
Nalibre sa ilalim si De Los Reyes.
Had a mismatch against Meneses that time. A great look, a great find for the Titans.
Knotting this game up at 2 apiece. And it's an 8-second violation.
Eight-second violation forced by ENDERUN. Actually, the bench called out the violation way before the referees did.
So, ito ulit. This was the play kanina na naunsya mo nung offensive foul ni Howe. Ito na, Salaudin inside. Short hook, no good. Rebound picked up by the white shirts. 3 is on the way, no good. And Salaudin grabs the board. Howe, forward to Garcia. Garcia, no. Yugto. Gives it to Meneses. Duterte again with the outside shot, and he makes it. Yes, sir.
And eventually Salaudin will need to realize he cannot give up those open looks to Duterte, who now has 5 points, all 5 points for the Green Eagles.
And given that's a pick and roll, but it sails to De Los Reyes. Salaudin with a putback.
Well, that's one way to make Duterte pay. Attack those rebounds, and Mustafa Salaudin in his first game had a monster double-double, 20 points and 18 rebounds.
And we will expect to see more of the same dito. He is by far taller than most of the CUP players.
Well, just might be the tallest person in this building at the moment.
Duterte once again from the outside. And we did hear the coaching staff of ENDERUN really telling Salaudin to come out whenever Duterte takes the shot, as Jimenez makes the shot inside plus the foul.
Have another interior finisher, especially when Salaudin tries to position himself in the perimeter. That's gonna draw out Duterte, and that should be easy pickings for the other bigs for ENDERUN.
Mintis doon yung tira ni Rejoice Jimenez. But they get the offensive rebound, and DJ Howe will go to the line for 2.
Well, I do remember Marvel Jimenez used to play for Fatima. I wouldn't be surprised if they're related.
Oh, Marvel and
Rejoice.
Oh, pwede.
Then if they have another brother, pwedeng head and shoulders naman.
Kala ko DC. Here's a trap by ENDERUN. Yugto. Oh, the pass is a little too strong. Buti na lang, na-save ni De Leon. Here's Meneses, gets a screen from Duterte. Meneses over to Duterte for three. Short. Rebound trapped by Garcia. He's got Yugto in front of him. Stop and pop. It won't drop. Meneses calling out the play. Yu goes up for the shot. And Salaudin with a rebound. De Los Reyes.
Pretty much a vacuum cleaner with those boards.
Yun lang, hindi na nila napasok yung tira. Here's Meneses. Sees Salaudin, stops, and goes for the jumper instead. De Los Reyes, we heard that. And that shot will count, plus a foul.
That's the right attitude right there for De Los Reyes. His motion, his shooting motion, able to score, plus the basket. And let everyone know that
Yun lang, hindi na lang makumpleto yung three-point play opportunity. But they're now up by 5, 10 to 5 with 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. De Leon. Over to you. Meneses, kick out. Yugto for three. Yes, sir!
the perimeter shots falling for CUP.
And Coach Benedict Martin of CUP immediately asking for pressure defense. A little bit too much from Jomar Yugto.
It's the fourth team foul for the Green Eagles.
So any succeeding foul will send a Titan to the line. Here's Salaudin. He's got Duterte in front of him and just hooks it over everyone.
Well, that's pretty much the best kind of defense you can put up in that situation. Easily 6 to 7 inches smaller.
And CUP will turn it over. As we've got a report from Mariz. Mariz, take it away.
Our culture is what makes our team. Wise words from Enderun head coach Pipo Nangdu. The team consists of players with different races and backgrounds that they can proudly showcase in the basketball world. They want to improve every game because the team believes that there is always room for improvement. Coach Pipo shared to me how they experienced a language barrier before, but now communication is the trait that they're most proud of. Communication inside and outside of basketball can bring you into great lengths. Noy and Joel.
And thank you for that report, Mariz. Yes, communication is a very vital thing, no? Not just in basketball. And it can lead to a lot of success, both on and off the court.
And usually when you talk about basketball culture, it's pretty much just the way they play basketball. But in this sense, it's like different cultures, literally races, that you have to be able to inculcate, whatever that means.
As 𝐍𝐿 misses on the three-point play opportunity. And there is a foul called there. De Los Reyes called for the foul. That will be the third team foul on the Titans. Yugto up against Howe. Three on the way. Bounces off the back iron. Salaudin with another rebound. Garcia thought about the three. Goes inside instead. Drops it off to Salaudin for the easy shot.
I like how Salaudin tried to evaluate the situation first, did not directly go up. Waited for the defense to clear before going up and in.
Here's Meneses. Three is up, no good for 𝐍𝐿. Pushing the pace are the Titans. Garcia, jumper rolls out. Meneses asking for some patience. And here's Quebec. Quebec getting a screen right. Quebec goes up and the shot is in.
Like how he was not afraid of the long limbs of Salaudin on that play, able to score.
And it's just a 2-point lead para dito sa ENDERUN Titans. 14-12 with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. How? Over to Malano for three. Yes, sir!
Well set up on that play was Malano, knocking it down. A 5-point advantage for the Titans.
And you know that that's really what they designed there. The different players, even Salaudin knew that he needed to give that screen off. As Meneses will hit a long two.
Well, the number is a giveaway. You know, Meneses will shoot from the outside if that shot is available.
Howe with the ball. Gives it to the opposite corner. Jimenez for three. Yes, sir!
Right now, both teams exchanging baskets from the outside.
You've got a little over a minute left in the first quarter. Quebec with the ball. Gives it up. Here's Meneses. Attacks. Shot is up, no good. They push it. On the attack. Oh, losing the ball to the baseline was Malano. And a timeout is called on the floor. The score is 20-14. It's a 6-point lead for ENDERUN College Titans. We'll be back. Game as we take a look at Coach Benedict Martin of the City University of Pasay Green Eagles. We've got 31 seconds to go in the first quarter. A bit of a press that was immediately abandoned by ENDERUN, but here's a trap. Quebec able to release, but that's Garbiles with a traveling violation.
You can just imagine the conditioning drills being done here by the teams. As you can see, most of the teams here trying to implement that pressure defense all game long.
Here's Gastador, goes up for the jumper. No good, ball is tipped and will go back to the white shirts with 1 second to go. And that's it for the first quarter. The score is 20-14, 6-point lead for ENDERUN Colleges over the City University of Pasay. We'll be back for the second quarter. This is NAASCU Season 22. As we take a look at that three-pointer from Rejoice Jimenez, to the delight of they're currently up by 6, 20-14. Joel Parcon pa rin po, bringing you the action alongside my partner, Coach Noy Africa and Maris Victorio on the sidelines.
Mentioning earlier the importance of the outside shot for CUP. They're 2 out of 7 from the three-point area. The problem is yung ENDERUN, 2 out of 4. So less number of shots, better efficiency for the side of ENDERUN.
So kailangan i-shore up yan as Yugto tried to do so. Mintis nga lang yung kanyang tira. Here's Malano. Malano, he's bigger than the guys in front of him. Gastador for 3, off to the left. Going after the loose ball, the black shirts. Malano for 3, still nothing. Hawakan sa ilalim at ang matatawagan ay si Albert Dibago.
May not have needed to push off on that play, having the bigger, wider body.
And here's Yugto. Gives it up. Oh, nice layup. Para dito kay John Lloyd Movilla.
Miscommunication at that time. No one rotating over.
Backdoor pass. Gastador thought about the 3. And called for the 3-second violation is Albert Dibago.
Gastador passed up an open shot on that play.
Quick run on the floor for Panganiban as Jimenez checks back in the game. Here's Garbiles. Over to Quebec. 3 seconds on the clock. Shot is up. Yes, sir!
He was forced into that long 3, but still able to make it. Cuts the lead down to just 1 point.
Gastador. Foul will be called on Jose Quebec. Look at that bailout shot. Mula dito kay Raven Garbiles.
The breakdown from that the shot clock was already running down.
3 is on the way. No good for Gastador. Tatakbo ulit dito ang CUP. Garbiles, nice tip by Gastador. Almost went in. And here are the Titans. And that was the second warning. That was the second warning on the CUP Green Eagles for faking a foul. So, technical foul na ang itatawag sa kanila.
So again, that's something that players have to be aware of. You know, trying to embellish those the contact on the floor, but that ends up hurting you, especially if you're gonna be giving up technical free throws to the other team.
Ngayon, and if you have someone like Paul Malano, who looks to be the designated shooter para dito sa ENDERUN, shooting those free throws, you do not want to give up those extra points.
So you're saying kung wala si Malano on the floor, okay lang?
Okay lang. Joke lang. Of course, you never want to do that. Manese giving it up, getting the loose ball and getting the shot in.
And that faking a foul call has resulted into 3 points in that possession for Enderan.
And nice harassing defense. An 8-second violation. Once again, called on the CUP Green Eagles.
Sometimes those small infractions tend to swing momentum. And right after that, conversion from the free throw line, basket for Enderan, and then they force a turnover on CUP.
Malano inside. Oh, now it's an offensive foul on Gastador.
The referee even showing the Gastador how to properly set a screen.
Here's Quebec. Meneses back in the ball game. Quebec pulls up. Short. Tracks his own loose ball. Gets it inside. And that's an easy shot for Casuyon.
Well, he had the height advantage over Gastador on that situation, using his height properly.
Here's Rejoice Jimenez. Gives it to Libago. Manese over to Jimenez, no good. And Meneses up ahead. Shot is up and in for John Lloyd Movilla.
Credit half the basket on that great pass by Meneses. Barely had the pass, but able to muster enough strength to get that ball to a teammate who scores.
Coach People sending in his starters. The bonus free throw here for Movilla. And he gives CUP the lead. As we've got a report from Mariz. Mariz, what do you have?
A very inspiring principle from CUP's head coach, Coach Benedict. Ang utmost priority talaga nila is academics. And Coach told me, nagtanggal siya before ng mga players na bumabagsak sa kanilang pag-aaral. The players even joined their school's extracurricular activities like ushering and modeling because Coach said, importante din ang outside world. These players are very lucky to have a coach like him. That's why they have a solid bond. No star players, lahat sila pantay-pantay. What they need to do now is to make their big men active so that they can have a threat outside and inside. Back to you guys.
And thank you for that, Mariz. So, that's I can actually relate to that because even in the university where I work, importante din talaga ang academics para sa aming mga athletes.
And that's for sure. Me too, I can relate. As coach said, yung basketball player nga had to be taken out of the team due to academics. Ako naman, I had to be taken out of the basketball team due to basketball.
As we've got a protest from Coach People to no avail. But going back to Mariz's report, it's important also for these students to really be student before athlete.
Yeah, and to actually experience the actual college life. It's not only about basketball and studies, of course. You're gonna have to embrace and experience the culture that college can give you, especially the institution, the educational institution where you've chosen to spend your next maybe 4, 5, 6 years.
Ikaw ba, Coach, nung college student ka ba, nagmo-modeling ka rin ba? Katulad ng mga players natin sa CUP?
Hindi.
And a timeout is called on the floor. The score is 24-all with 5 minutes and 1 second remaining. In the second quarter.
1
5 minutes and 1 second to go here in the second quarter. It's tied at 24 all. We welcome you to the New Era Recreational Center here in Quezon City for this matchup between the City University of Pasay versus ENDERUN colleges. Etong ENDERUN hasn't really been able to maximize their advantage in terms of height, no? The Green Eagles have been able to keep up with them. You have that putback from 𝐍ᴜᴅḻᴇ.
And despite the good start by ENDERUN in this game, COP has managed to claw their way back into the game.
And a loose ball foul will be called on Hans de los Reyes.
I like the effort of De Los Reyes trying to rebound his own miss, but unfortunately went over the back of Meneses. And they are in the penalty, so that's going to mean free throws for Meneses, the smallest guy on the court, battling for a rebound.
And in their first game, Kurt Meneses did have 10 points to go with 5 rebounds and 7 assists. So you know that he knows how to get those boards.
And currently, 3 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists for Meneses.
And he's 2 for 2 from the line, increasing that lead of the Green Eagles to 4. Panganiban over to De Los Reyes. Salaudin asking for it down low. Shot is up, and he's fouled by 𝐍ᴜᴅ.
And Salaudin always getting good position in the paint, and his teammates, whenever he gets good position down low, they don't hesitate in feeding him in the post.
As Duterte will check into the game. Duterte had some success in drawing Salaudin out from inside the paint earlier. Salaudin misses on the first free throw. Second one is in. And 𝐍ᴜᴅḻᴇ receiving the inbound pass. It's up against Panganiban. Meneses. Pass to Duterte. The jumper is off, but they get the offensive rebound. Ito yung sinasabi ko na hindi talaga na ma-maximize ng ENDERUN yung height advantage nila. In fact, lamang ang CUP 18-16 when it comes to rebounds.
And especially since on the offensive end, they're trying to force Salaudin to play in the perimeter.
As De Los Reyes goes up for 3, no good. There's Salaudin with a rebound. Panganiban bangs bodies inside, no good. Pushing it up are the Green Eagles. Shot is up, no good. And ball bounces to Panganiban. How? That's De Los Reyes underneath.
And a good idea by De Los Reyes, positioning himself on the other side of the block, opposite Salaudin, and getting an open shot inside.
Triple on the way. Yes, sir. That's good for John Luigi De Leon.
Actually, CUP has been able to build their lead despite not really relying heavily from the three-point area. That's only their third make, but already a 6-point lead for CUP.
And an offensive foul is called in that last play, giving the Green Eagles the possession once again. Here's Meneses. Gives it up to 𝐍ᴜᴅḻᴇ. De Leon. Up against Panganiban. Gives it up to Duterte. Oh, nice interception. Nice coverage there by Panganiban, but he blows the layup. Salaudin goes up. He's fouled by Duterte.
But if you're Duterte, if you're going to give up a foul, make sure that you don't give up a three-point opportunity. Nothing he could do there, just the long arms of Mustafa able to grab that rebound. Sometimes even if you have great positioning against someone that long, it's not going to make a difference.
Exactly. Nothing you can really do about it. All they need to do is hold out their arms and they're going to get the rebound. But sharp on that first free throw for Mustafa. Second one is in.
So may have actually ended up as a good foul for Duterte. That would have been a sure two for Salaudin.
Meneses. Over to Duterte. Again with the outside shot. And on the rebound, matatawagan ng foul si Garcia.
And again, the coaches of ENDERUN stressing the importance of boxing out. You don't really need to push, especially with Salaudin on the other end of the block to grab those rebounds.
And you can see Mustafa Salaudin gathering the troops.
Probably saying, don't worry about the rebounds, I got this. So far, 7 boards for the ENDERUN big man.
And miss on the first free throw from De Leon. Miss on the second. And ball will stay with CUP. And Salaudin changed the trajectory of that shot.
That's what these bigs have been providing for the teams, the ability to change shots.
How? Over to De Los Reyes. And De Los Reyes is fouled.
Both teams in the penalty, so 2 free throws coming up for De Los Reyes.
Yuto is called for the foul. We've got 1 minute and 34 seconds to go here in the second quarter. De Los Reyes going to the line for 2. He's 2 for 2 from the line. Making this a 3-point lead for CUP. But Howe is called for the foul.
Actually, barely just beat a 5-second inbound violation, but bailed out with a foul by Howe.
So Meneses will go to the line for 2. Let's take another look at that.
Yeah, looked like a bit of a push. You know, Meneses slightly got airborne, and the slightest of nudges would be enough to send a player flying through the air.
As the timeout is called on the floor, the score is 35 to 35-point lead for the CUP Green Eagles. We'll be back. less than 2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. It's a 5-point lead for the Green Eagles over the Titans.
It has been a major turnaround, especially in this second quarter for CUP, outscoring Enderan 21-10.
And here's De Los Reyes after they broke that pressure. De Los Reyes with a floater, that's in.
And a great read by De Los Reyes, moving away from the space created by this guy who blocks that shot, but I think they're going to be calling.
That shot is gonna count because Salahuddin slapped the backboard. So that basket will count for Duterte. Keeping that lead at 5 for the CUP Green Eagles. Here's Manese. Swings it over to Garcia for the 3. Short. Meneses pushes it up.
He ended up actually catching his pass. He was that fast.
He was that fast. He's just like Bugs Bunny running through all 4 bases. Here's De Leon. And whistle is blown. Foul will be called. On Sean Manese.
The referees have been calling it tight even during the first game. So the players need to adjust. And you're seeing now both teams already in the penalty. They've been there for the past few minutes already.
We've got 37 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Second free throw misses.
Who has been able to contain Salahuddin except himself from the free throw line.
Second free throw. And he always gets the second one.
Yeah, that's why he's shooting 3 out of 6 so far, 50% from the free throw line.
Duterte, yes!
And actually, Duterte on the other end has been alternating makes and misses on those perimeter shots.
Here's Panganiban going inside, runs into a white wall, and he's fouled.
So again, both teams in the penalty. So 2 more free throws coming up for Enderan.
Panganiban misses on the first. Nine seconds left in the quarter. Second one goes in. And this is Yuto checking in for Gaon. And Jimenez also checking in for Salahuddin to try and prevent him from picking up one last foul. Yuto gives it up to De Leon. De Leon goes up, and that is an offensive foul. Oh, the foul is going to be called on De Leon.
I think they're checking if the basket will count.
But if the call was an offensive foul, shouldn't it have negated?
But it depends if he already released the shot before the charge.
Contact.
Yeah, before the contact. That should still count.
Okay. So The basket will count. And there will be previous play. So
The basket counted.
the basket counted. Last shot, no good for Panganiban. So at the end of 2 quarters, the Green Eagles are up 42-35 over the Titans. At some highlights from the first half. De Los Reyes providing some points for the Titans. And Coach Noy and I will be back after the break.
Join the fighting actions here with Johnny Park, Natalia, and Kenjiro. Game of the Immortals, available on the Google Play and App Store. Download now. Go on, Pinoy!
41-35. It is a 7-point lead for the CU.
And you can see here 47% from the field for the CUP Green Eagles against 11 out of 31, 35% for the Titans. Surprisingly, it's CUP out-rebounding the Titans 23-22. Also, the bench coming out to play for them, 17 points against 7 for the Titans. And second chance points still going the way of the Titans, but
The CUP Green Eagles. 𝐍𝐜₅ for three. In and out and in again.
what a great way to open up scoring here in the second half. A three-pointer by 𝐍𝐜₅ extends the lead, the biggest lead so far for CUP at 10.
Here's Jimenez. ENDERUN looking for offense. And there's the offense that they just had.
That's the third player with a slam.
Oh, violation is called.
Shuffle the feet of that spin.
Warning. Meneses decides to pull it back. Good defense there by De Los Reyes, and shuffling his pivot foot was 𝐍𝐜₅.
So that's back-to-back turnovers on you. Not you, not me, him.
So he's him. For the Titans, they're down by 8. And it is now a technical foul called on the Green Eagles.
So that's going to be a bench technical on CUP. They have the momentum. They're up by 8.
But we did see that earlier also here with ENDERUN, where a technical swung the momentum to the Green Eagle side. Howe couldn't cleanly receive the ball, but he does so. Gets it over to Garcia. Pulling up for the shot, in and out. Salahuddin misses on the putback. Third try for Howe, still nothing. And finally, that's 𝐸 with the rebound.
A better job boxing out Salahuddin from the offensive glass that time for CUP.
𝐸. And that will be another warning para dito sa ENDERUN for faking a foul. Meneses getting the rebound, but he misses on the putback.
Unfortunately, after getting the rebound, had Salahuddin in front of him.
Here's Salahuddin, easy two. And we're gonna need help from.
It seems to be a slippery spot.
And the score is currently 45-39, 6-point lead for the CUP Green Eagles. And they're on College's Titans, trying to claw their way back into this ball game.
The referee's doing double duty. He's making sure to ensure the safety of the players on the court.
Yes, of course, that is one of the primary things that we look out for, no? That everyone is safe. And play resumes. Yu gives it up to Meneses. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Meneses attacks. Shot is up, no good. Scramble for the ball. Howe picks it up. Howe behind the back pass to De Los Reyes. Shot is missed. And Meneses comes up with it. Meneses streaking down the court, and he is fouled by De Los Reyes.
Well, this might actually be a good foul. Only their first team foul.
Triggering the inbound, gives it up to Meneses. Loterte tries the three. Yes, sir!
He has been consistently a problem for Enderan and Salaudin. The C really need to go out and try to challenge the shot of Loterte, who now has 14 in the game.
Malano gets himself free and goes in for the layup.
We're seeing an adjustment here for Enderan.
And the basket is in once again for Loterte. Here's Garcia over to Salaudin. And an offensive foul will be called, I believe, on Malano.
The referees have really been calling this game tight, not allowing any undue advantage for any of the two teams.
5 minutes and 16 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Lamang ng siyam. Itong CUP and Loterte once again.
Loterte is showing that he can also score inside that time, out muscling Salaudin in the paint.
And that is a foul on Gianluigi De Leon. This lead is now at 11 for the Green Eagles. Howe getting a screen from Salaudin. Two-man game, but Salaudin took too many steps.
Right now, offensively, it has been a struggle for Enderan, especially here in the third quarter.
Yes, we've got a report from Beyonce. Beyonce, what do you have?
Defense is the key to victory. During halftime, Coach Pipo reminded the Enderan players the importance of having good defense. He reprimanded them for being relaxed in defending the ball and not executing their practice plays. He reminded them that their strength is their unity, and the way to control the game is through outstanding teamwork and impenetrable defense. Sabi nga ni Coach Pipo, we play with defense and we'll blow this game out. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that report, Beyonce. So it really starts on defense. Kala ko lang nung sinabi niya na sabi nga ni Coach Pipo, magtatagalog din siya.
But nevertheless, ito nga, Enderan, so far they haven't been able to get Jalen 24 in the previous game.
As a timeout is called on the court after that De Leon 3. Etong CUP is now up by 14, 55 to 41. Na libre ng bahagya, tumira mula sa 3 at naibuslo ang 3-point shot. We'll be back. we take a look at this shot from earlier, that's 𝐍ᴜᴅᴇ 𝐒ᴜᴅᴜ from the outside.
Salaudin on the floor.
Here's Manese against Meneses. Manese goes inside, no good. Rebound goes to you. So we will expect CUP to possibly increase their rebounding lead here.
Also try to attack inside.
Oh, which is what you was doing. And foul, it will be called on Rejoice Jimenez.
That's now the third team foul for ENDERUN.
Ito, triggering the inbound. Three is no good for De Leon. Here's Malano, no good on the layup. And
Sorry, miss for Malano switching in mid-air.
that will be his 6th rebound. And offensive foul also called on you.
Well, you has had a lot of turnovers here in the third quarter. That's turnover number 3 for him. All committed here in the third.
Oh, give and go play from Libago to Manese. Malano, short shot is in.
Well, he has been a good source of points here for ENDERUN. He's able to create his own shot now, 8 points in the game.
Here's De Leon. Gives it up to Meneses. Back to De Leon on the attack. De Leon, the shot is off. Libago tracks the ball. Manese pushing it up. Manese loses control of the ball but retrieves it, gives it to Malano. Malano finding a lane. Malano able to get a foul in the bucket.
Good scorers know how to get to the line, and Malano not only able to create, but enough presence of mind to still finish. Had got the defender up in the air, able to finish despite the bump.
And that was preceded by a bump of his own to dislodge itong si Yu, forcing him to overcompensate and jump when itong si Malano made that fake.
Well, he is wearing jersey number 13, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of James Harden in him.
Of course, James Harden was well known for finding ways to get to the line. Yugto for 3, off the back iron, rebounded by Libago. Malano asking for the ball. They swing it over to Gastador. Yes, sir!
And like how Malano, he demands the basketball, but he still makes the right plays. He doesn't always have to call his number.
And here's the horns play. Yugto looking for options. 3 is on the way. Yes, sir! That's good for Raven Garbiles.
It's a big reply there by CUP, arresting and ending that run from ENDERUN.
As Libago misses up close, but they get the offensive rebound. Shot is no good for Gastador. Inside, still nothing going. CUP running right back to their side of the court. Gives it up to Yugto. 36 seconds to go in the quarter. They switch. Garbiles. 3 seconds on the shot clock. And that will be an offensive foul from Movilla.
And right now, Enderan trying to start the run with their defensive effort.
It is what Beyonce was reporting about. Everything will start from their defense. Here's Jimenez. 6 seconds in the period. Gastador short. And the third period ends with CUP up 58-49 over Enderun Colleges. We'll be back for the fourth period. This is NAASCU Season 22. You're still here with us at the New Era Recreational Center. Joel Parcon po, bringing the action alongside my partner, Coach Noy Africa, and Maris Victoria on the sidelines. It's a 9-point lead para dito sa CUP Green Eagles heading into the fourth period. Coach, Enderun just hasn't been able to get back into this ball game after that turnaround in the second quarter for CUP.
Will definitely just need to keep the defensive intensity for Enderan. It has really been on the offensive end where the problems have started for Enderan. But at this stage, you got Malano activated, and hopefully later you get your big man back and try to dominate inside.
Speaking of Malano, he was just called for a pushing foul there. First team foul this early in the fourth period. Garbiles not using any of the horns there as De Leon pulls up for three, no good. Here's Manese pushing it up. Malano up against De Leon. Malano goes inside, loses the ball, and it will go back to CUP.
Well, for Enderan, still want to be patient on offense. It's only a 9-point advantage for CUP. Still a lot of time remaining, 9 minutes.
So Garcia, De Los Reyes, and Salaudin check back into the ball game.
Let's see if they can set up Garcia, who still remains scoreless in this game.
That after top scoring for them in the previous game. So gives it up to De Leon, gets it right back. De Leon, he will line up a three. That's short. Rebound goes to the black shirts. De Los Reyes. The shot is in.
That is really where the advantage lies for Enderan, deep inside the paint.
Here's Garbiles. And called for the traveling violation is John Lloyd Movilla, moving that pivot foot.
Actually, for CUP, it has been those turnovers which has been stopping them from getting to pull away against Enderan. Now a total of 12 turnovers.
That being said, 12 turnovers at this stage of the ball game.
It's not
That's
bad.
pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, the timing at which those are coming for CUP when you're trying to pull away.
And Salahuddin goes up and in, plus the foul.
And if you're Enderan, you want to replicate situations wherein you put Salahuddin at an advantage at a scoring position where there is nothing anyone individually from CUP can do about it.
And Salahuddin already with a double-double, 15 points and 10 rebounds.
Can you say a far cry from his performance in their first game, 20 and 18?
Probably just a cry, not a far cry. And that pass was a little off, and it was picked up by Jimenez. Second try goes in for De Los Reyes. This is the run that we were looking for. The momentum shift to Enderan. Here's Meneses. From the corner, yes, sir!
Well, the turnovers have been their problem in trying to pull away from Enderan, but those big shots for CUP have been able to keep Enderan at bay.
And Jomar Yugto will also draw a foul from Salahuddin. Let's take another look at that. Yugto hitting here in the fourth chapter.
Start another chapter in this bid for CUP to get a victory.
Meneses. Three is on the way, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, will go back to Enderan. That's 𝐍𝐜ⴅᴇ stepping out of bounds on that rebound. Here's Manese. Over to Jimenez. Backdoor play, but it is broken up. Salahuddin, he's fouled. So Salahuddin going to the line for two. First one is off to the right.
Dare I say he'll make the second one?
We'll see if he's able to adjust. And he does.
He's been consistently doing that all game long, missing on the first and making the adjustment on the second.
Yugto triggering the inbound. Meneses bouncing it off of Jimenez.
Actually, I'm quite surprised that Meneses is actually on a triple-double watch. Very quietly putting up an outstanding stat line, 6 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists.
Here's Yugto. Ball slips out of his hands and into the baseline. As we've got a report from Sam. Sam, what do you have?
Noy and Joel, the City University of Pasay is focused on limiting fouls and turnovers while breaking the press under pressure. On their defense, teamwork is the key with everyone helping each other to lock down their opponents. The team's chemistry has been strong and they're committed to maintaining the same discipline in their games and training. Plus, they've found a great balance between their studies and basketball, proving their dedication both in off the court. Back to you, Noy and Joel.
And thank you for that report, Sam. Again, these Green Eagles placing an emphasis and priority on the studies aspect of being a student athlete.
But at this point of the game, the dedication, the commitment should be to take care of the basketball as we are fast approaching crunch time here in the NAASCU Season 22.
As Garcia misses on the shot, but Salahuddin is there. Still nothing, and Jimenez will be called for that loose ball foul.
Will that count as another rebound for Meneses, the smallest guy on the floor, officially with 8 rebounds in the game?
So Meneses with 6, 8, and 9 currently.
JJ, if he goes there, you get. And Jalen move on 11. Jalen move on 11. Jalen. Yes.
And Loterte has checked back into the game. Oh, and another foul called on Garcia. His efforts have been more focused on defense. That's why he hasn't really gotten his offense going.
While trying to contain Meneses, quite a handful.
Meneses calling out the play. It's the Horns. Yugto. 9 seconds on their shot clock. Yugto over to Loterte. Nice fake. Loterte for the jumper. Off. Rebound. Going to Salaudin.
This time better perimeter defense, better close out from Salaudin.
ENDERUN is just down by 2. Garcia. No good. And Salaudin tracking that loose ball will go out of bounds. Timeout is called on the floor. The score is 61-59. 2-point lead for the CUP Green Eagles. As take a look at that last play. We'll be back. And we're back here in the ball game. Meneses evades the trap. They've got 10 seconds on their shot clock. Meneses pulls up. Short. Rebound goes to Malano. Malano over to Howe. Screen from Jimenez. Here's Jimenez, back to Howe. Inside to Salaudin. Salaudin with a hook, no good. That almost went in for Jimenez. But here is Meneses. So I think that we can say that Meneses already has 10 rebounds. Salaudin.
But he did turn that ball over on that possession.
Yun lang. And Malano asking for a foul there. And
The referees are really clever to the tricks being used here by Malano to fish for those fouls.
Again, similar to his jersey number, trying to do all of the tricks. Here's Meneses. Picks up his dribble. Gives it up to Movilla. Here's Yugto. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Yugto. Over to Quebec. Quebec misses.